This program provides education, not advice. Sponsors pay a fee for endorsements and interviews. See the truthayf.com disclosure page for details.
This is where technology, innovation, and personal finance come together.
This is the truth about your future with Rick Edelman.
How should you think about Bitcoin? Turn to a specialist. For 6 years, Bitwise has been helping investors access crypto. Bitwise manages the world's largest crypto index fund. They also offer 6 crypto ETFs. You get cutting-edge insights, expert Bitcoin research, and a nationwide team to help. Bitwise helps investors and advisors navigate crypto with confidence. Partner with a specialist. Look for ETFs backed by Bitwise. BitwiseInvestments.com. Carefully consider the extreme risks associated with crypto before investing.
It's Wednesday, December 11th. How much is your car worth? Or let me turn that around. Is your car worth as much as you owe on it? 1 out of 3 people who have an auto loan owe more on that loan than their vehicle is currently worth. We're talking 31 million people are underwater, as it's called. They owe more on the car than the car is worth, which means if your car gets totaled in an accident or it's destroyed in a natural disaster, you still owe the money, even though the car is gone or totaled. The insurance company is going to write you a check for what the car is worth, not what you owe on the loan. By the way, this happened to 250,000 people this year. You know, if you're thinking of buying a new car, a lot of people, when they do, they trade in their old car, and the value of that car helps to reduce the cost of the new car. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? You buy a car for $30,000. It drops to $20,000 in value. You go to buy another new car for $30,000. You take this car, you trade it in. Now you don't have to pay another 30 grand. You only have to pay another 10 grand because you're trading in a car worth 20. But if now your $20,000 car has an outstanding loan balance of $25,000, you're underwater by 5 grand. When you buy that new car for 30 grand, you're actually going to have to go borrow 35 grand. You're going to take the remaining balance of the old loan and roll it into the new loan, which means instead of buying another car at 30 grand, now you're in the hole for 35 grand. This is a downward spiral. And you think, oh, well, I'm just going to keep the car, for as long as I need to. Well, here's the problem. In order for people to be able to afford that car in the first place, because they can't afford the monthly payment, because the cars are so expensive these days, good luck finding a $30,000 brand new car. You're more likely going to spend $80,000 on that car. People are not getting 4-year loans, which is what they used to do traditionally. Now people are getting 6-year and 7-year, even 8-year loans. The problem is a lot of people don't keep their cars for 7 or 8 years, or the cars don't last 7 or 8 years. Oh, I know what you're saying to me. Oh, you are going to do that. You are going to keep the car that long. Really? You buy a sports car today, and in 5 years, you find yourself married with children, and now you need a minivan. So you don't have a choice but due to your changing lifestyle to flip that car for a replacement. And that 2-seater you bought, you're underwater on the loan. You see the problem here? Yeah. So here are the numbers. Borrowers who have negative equity when they trade in their car, on average, $6,500 is what they owe on the car more than what the car is worth. 1 in 5 Americans, 22%, owe $10,000 more on their car loan than what their cars are worth. And it's even worse for electric vehicles. You bought a Tesla? Good for you. Half of the people who own electric vehicles owe more on the cars than the cars are worth. Why? Because electric vehicles have crashed in resale value. And I warned you about this a couple of years ago. If you're going to go buy an Apple Watch, are you going to go buy an Apple Watch that's 3 years old? Of course not. Nobody buys a used Apple Watch. Same thing with a Tesla. Are you going to go buy a used Tesla? The battery life on that car is nothing like the battery life on a new Tesla. So the value of used Teslas drops like a rock. You've got a big fat loan on that car and you're underwater on it. So this is a real problem. So you need to be thinking about this when you buy the car. Is this a car that's going to meet your needs for the life of the loan, because if it isn't, if you're not sure about it, then you really need to rethink whether that car purchase is the right purchase for you. And of course, because people ask me all the time, so I might as well just preemptively answer the question and say it for you here. What's the best strategy for buying a car? Real simple. Buy a used car and keep it forever. A lot of people follow that advice. A lot of people don't. There's more to come on The Truth About Your Future. Stay with us right here.
At Schwab, how you invest is your choice, not theirs. That's why when it comes to managing your wealth, Schwab gives you more choices. You can invest and trade on your own. Plus, get advice and more comprehensive wealth solutions to help meet your unique needs. With award-winning service, low costs, and transparent advice, you can manage your wealth your way at Schwab. Visit schwab.com to learn more.
Hey, did you miss our 2 webinars this week? On Monday, I did the webinar on crypto, what the election results mean for crypto. And yesterday, we did a webinar on the retirement revolution, the ETF solutions for modern retirement planning. If you missed either or both of them, the replays are now available. Click the links in the show notes. You can watch both of those webinars for free. It's hard to believe that it's been 35 years on the air. I've done more than 1,500 radio broadcasts over the last 3 decades, more than 500 podcasts in the last 3 years alone, and my podcasts are winding down. My last one, as I've told you, is December 27. I'm so glad you've been with me all these years. If you want to stay connected with me, be sure to join my distribution list. Just click on the link in the show notes. I'll make sure you continue to get the latest that I offer on exponential technologies, crypto, Alzheimer's, longevity, investing, all the topics that matter most to us all. Thank you for being with me all these years. I'm looking forward to many more with you. Please subscribe today so we can stay connected.
How do advances in science, technology, and medicine translate into investment opportunity? Listen and learn.
This is The Truth About Your Future with Rick Edelman.